Hello and welcome back. Today we are focusing on working with hormonal shifts and the effects of hot flushes. Hot flushes can be incredibly frustrating, incredibly stressful, can cause quite a lot of anxiety, especially when we're out in social situations, when we feel that wave of heat rise. It can send you into a bit of a panic. So in yoga and Ayurveda, we talk about an excess of heat in our system, an increase in pitta energy. So our practice today focuses on slower, steadier movement, cooling practices, working with longer exhales. And while our practice today may not stop you from having hot flushes, you may experience a hot flush as you're practicing. What it can do, as most yoga practices do, is help us manage situations in a more calm manner. Breathe through the wave. Relax through the wave. So I hope that you find some comfort, and that next time, or the times that you do experience hot flushes, you can think, okay, this is happening, but I can approach it differently with the tools I work with during my yoga practice. For your practice today, I suggest you have a thick blanket and 3 thinner blankets and 1 bolster and your mat. I'll let you gather all your bits and pieces and I will see you back on your mat. Okay, we're going to start lying down on our backs. Option to have something under your head, or perhaps you're happy lying flat. Okay, the use of props is completely optional, but for today, especially as we're moving into more softer, cooling, calmer positions, we will definitely need the use of some props, but for this first couple, not necessarily. I'm going to use a blanket under my head. I like a little bit of support in the back of my neck. So gently lower yourself down onto your backs. I'm going to start with our knees bent. Walk your feet out a little bit wide, drop your knees together. Hands can rest on your tummy or arms down by your side, palms up, palms down. We'll take five breaths, just arriving on your mat. Open your eyes. Going to keep your right knee bent and just bring your left knee in towards your chest and just hold it here for a couple of breaths. On an inhale, straighten your arms, knee moves away from you. And on an exhale, draw your knee back in. You can keep your right leg bent if you want to, or you can stretch your right leg out or drop your right knee out to the side, leg bent. Okay. Inhale, knee away from you. Exhale, draw your knee in towards you. Let's do this a few more times. And as you draw your knee in, perhaps you slow your exhale down. So it's a slower movement, drawing your knee back in towards you. Breathing in and a slow exhale. Couple more times. And then release your right foot to the floor. Draw your left foot to the floor. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Just hold here for a few moments, couple of breaths. Again, option to straighten your left leg or bend your left knee and drop your left knee out to the side, or just stay with your left foot on the mat. Head and neck are relaxed. Shoulders are quite relaxed here. Then on your inhale, straighten your arms, knee away from you. And as you exhale, slowly draw your right knee in towards you. Keep with this movement. One more round. And release your right foot to the floor. Maybe stretch your legs out long. Bring your arms above your head and just have a big stretch. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, relax, bring everything back to center. Bend your knees, soles of your feet on the floor. Keep your right foot on the floor, lift your left leg up. And here you can just take your hands and wrap them behind your left thigh. And let's just hold here. Again, option to straighten your right leg or drop your right knee out to the side, bent right leg. Or just keep the sole of your right foot on the floor. Now we're just stretching into our hamstring and our hips. Just keeping your left leg straight up towards the ceiling just for a few moments, a couple of breaths. And then see if your left leg will start to come a little closer towards you. Just little increments. Maybe you slide your hands up to your calf. Maybe just rocking your leg backwards and forwards. We're not forcing anything here. And we want our movements to be slow. We don't want to create too much heat. Now I'm just wrapping my hands around my calf, just gently pulling in and releasing. I have a slight bend in my left knee as well, not locking out my knee. Pull your left leg in, as far as it can comfortably go, where you feel a hamstring stretch, and we'll hold it here. And of course, feel free if you want to take hold of your foot, you can, but again, we're not trying to increase heat in our body. Relax your shoulders, your face. Enjoy the stretch. Perhaps you want to close your eyes, or perhaps you're fine keeping your eyes open. And then gently release your left leg, keeping your left leg lifted. Your right knee stays bent, but drop your right knee out to the right side. Let your left leg drop out to the left side, keeping right side quite balanced. This is just a very gentle inner thigh stretch here. And then slowly, when you're ready, just breathing in, bringing your left leg back up, your right knee back up. Hug your left knee into your chest and then release your left foot to the floor. Let's go right side. Lift your right leg up. Clasp your hands behind your right thigh, and just first of all, it's just a straight leg up towards the ceiling, toes dipped in towards you. You can always wiggle your feet and maybe circle, entirely up to you. Just leg up, slight bend in your knee as well. Relax your upper body, relax your face. Steady breaths. And then slowly start to draw your right leg in towards you. Maybe you slide your hands up. Just little bounces at first. Before you hold your right leg in place. Eyes can stay open, or perhaps you want to close your eyes here. Softly breathing, calm and steady breath. Slower breath, perhaps. Release your right leg back up. Left leg, knee is bent. Left knee drops out to the side, and then right leg drops out to the side. Doesn't have to go very far. I'm supporting my right leg with my right hand. Slight bend in my right knee. Slow, steady breaths. And very gently, right leg comes back to center, left foot on the floor, hug your right knee into your chest, and then release both feet to the floor. Roll onto one side and push yourself up to seated. For our next position, reclined butterfly, you'll need your thick blanket and your 3 smaller blankets. So take your thick blanket and double it over so that it's like more like a long rectangular shape. And place it vertically on your mat. One of your smaller blankets can go at the top end for your head. And the 2 smaller blankets are going to come under your thighs for support. Now, the thick blanket isn't as tall as a bolster, so as long as you've not got too much of a gap, hopefully your back will feel fully supported. So bring yourself as close to the bottom end of your blanket as possible. Placing your 2 smaller blankets underneath your thighs. My legs are more diamond shape. My heels are not as close in towards my body as perhaps you might practice in a regular butterfly. And then slowly lower yourself down, making sure that your lower back feels supported by the edge of your blanket. My thighs are still quite high up, so I'm going to double over my blankets. Yeah, that's better. So see how you feel with your props. Make sure that you really do feel supported under your thighs, so there's not too much of a stretch across your pelvis. Relax your shoulders. Arms are resting down by your side on the floor, palms up. If your floor is cold, make sure that you've got some warmth underneath your arms and your hands. Or perhaps the cool floor feels nice. Start off by noticing your breath. As you exhale, see if you can relax your hips, your thighs, your back, your shoulders, your head and neck. And as we relax in this position, now recline butterfly, we're going to focus on lengthening our exhalations. Breathe in for 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just breathe normally. Breath is soft, but the exhale is perhaps a little bit longer than your inhale. Not so that there's any straining to breathe. Comfortable, lengthier exhale. If you like to count, and that keeps you more present, then carry on with the count of an inhale for 4 and an exhale for 6. Otherwise, just be aware of the shorter inhale and the longer exhale, but you don't have to count. We'll be here for a few more moments. One more round of breath. Then just use your hands to guide your knees back to center. Soles of your feet on the floor. Turn to any side and make your way up to seated. Supported child's pose is next. For supported child's pose, you'll need all your props, and perhaps you want to add in extra for real support and comfort. You can take your thicker blanket, place it across the top of your mat, with the top end of your bolster on top of your blanket. 2 blankets we are going to use for support under our knees. Sometimes it is nice to put an extra blanket under the tops of your feet if they tend to feel a little bit sensitive. So see if that actually feels really good for you. And your third blanket you can place under your seat. So I'm placing that one at the back of my calves, right into the backs of my knees and on top of my heels. And again, you can have another blanket under the tops of your feet. That might also feel lovely. Okay. Adjusting your props so that when you come down, it feels super comfortable. This one you have to wriggle around a little bit. Perhaps you want to wrap your arms underneath the middle of your bolster or at the top. See where your arms feel comfortable and supported, because we'll be in this position for a minute or so. And maybe if there's someone in the room, you might want them to place something warm across your lower back, or perhaps you're just enjoying the coolness and you don't need anything on you at all. So when you're ready, come into your supported child's pose. You can close your eyes or keep your gaze soft, and we'll be here for a little bit of time. When you're ready, place your hands either side of your bolster and gently push yourself up. For our next position, we're doing legs up the wall, waterfall. So you'll need to take yourself near a wall if you're not already near one. You're going to keep your extra thick blanket, and we'll keep it in this rectangular shape, and 2 thinner blankets. Pop all your props to one side and I'll meet you at the wall. Before we go into our next position, waterfall, I do recommend, if you have high blood pressure, that you come into a normal Shavasana. There's no elevation with your legs. Use a bolster under your knees. Perhaps you're lying flat. That's the way you enjoy your Shavasana, you find more restful, and maybe a pillow under your head. If your blood pressure is okay and you want to give waterfall a go, then place your thicker blanket up against the wall. Your thinner blanket comes out, so your thick blanket and your thin blanket make a T shape. And then you have another blanket to support your head. And this is where it gets interesting. We're going to do this really calmly and steadily so that we don't get too hot doing this. Start off really close to the wall, sat on your thick blanket. Mindfully coming into this position. If anything hurts when you're here, just stop, come back up and try again. There's a little bit of wriggling about. Then come down onto your other elbow, lift your legs up slowly, and then slowly turn. Got to kind of caterpillar yourself into position. Use your heels on the wall to lift your hips and make sure your lower back is fully on your blanket. And perhaps you feel your bottom onto the wall. Make sure your head support is comfortable and your back is on your other blanket. So your body feels supported. Slight bend in my knees. Create some space with your arms. And if you're with me, if you made it here, relax. Picture that waterfall in your mind's eye. And perhaps you're lying by the side and you're feeling the gentle spray of the water touch your skin, the cool breeze on your body, on your face, and the cool air going into your nose and out. Softening into the ground beneath you. Relaxing through your face, your head, your neck, your shoulders. Relax your legs and your arms. And your lower back should feel fully supported. Just imagining, wherever you are, imagining that cool air, calming sound of the water. Even if you're not doing waterfall, again, imagine that you're somewhere cool, perhaps by the sea. Maybe the tide is coming in and your toes are just getting a little bit covered with water. Or perhaps you're by a lake in the mountains. And wherever you are, you'll just be here for 10 calm and steady breaths. Just bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. And gently and slowly make your way into a comfortable seated position. Just rolling onto any side and then walking up. We're going to finish our practice today with a pranayama. To close our practice today, we will finish with alternate nostril breathing. Take yourself to an armchair, or if you're next to a wall, perhaps you want to sit up against the wall. My wall's lovely and cool, so that's a great position for me. Perhaps sit on something so hips are slightly elevated, and we'll begin. If you have done alternate nostril breathing before and you're left-handed and you know what to do, then please continue to do alternate nostril breathing the way you do it. I will introduce it as I'm right-handed with my right hand, otherwise I'll get very confused if I have to use my left. So take your index finger and middle finger and curl them round so they are touching the base of your thumb. Now, many people also like to place their fingers, their index finger and their middle finger between their eyebrows, so that is also an option, but I'll be showing it today with the fingers curled in. You will place your thumb on your right nostril and your ring finger on your left nostril. Your little finger curls in, which I find very hard to do for some reason, and will stay next to your ring finger. It does absolutely nothing. We're going to start by taking a few normal breaths, and then you will place your ring finger on your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Then inhale right, close your right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left, close your left nostril, exhale right. I'll be doing this with you the whole time, and don't worry if you get confused, just take a close look at what I'm doing and join in when you feel ready. Or you can just sit here and imagine that you're closing off your nostrils and just see how it feels. Okay, so we're just starting with a few normal breaths. Just breathe in and out through your nostrils. Take a breath in. Close your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale through your right. Inhale right. Close your right nostril with your thumb and exhale through your left nostril. Inhale left. Close your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale right. Close your right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Close your right nostril and exhale left. Inhale left and close your left, exhale right. Now rest your right hand, take a few normal breaths. Hopefully that was a little intro, a little practice, so you feel a little bit more familiar and comfortable to know what we're doing. Okay, so when you're ready, let's prepare. Take a breath in through both nostrils. Close your left nostril and exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. And release your hand. Take a moment, breathe normally in and out through your nose. Now to finish, we'll do 5 complete rounds without stopping. So take a breath in, bring your hands up towards your face, take a breath in through both nostrils, close your left nostril and exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. close, exhale left, inhale left, close, exhale right, inhale right, close, exhale left, inhale left, close, exhale right, inhale right, close, exhale left, inhale left, close, exhale right. Last round. Inhale right, close, exhale left, inhale left, close and exhale right. And release your right hand down to your right leg. Perhaps close your eyes and take a few normal breaths. Just notice how you feel. When you're ready, open your eyes, lift your gaze. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you feel cool, and perhaps you also found some of these postures really calming, and maybe the alternate nostril breathing felt soothing and something that you can manage and that you can practice for when that heat begins to rise. Until next week, I look forward to practicing with you again. Take care. Bye.